Pro Group Racing presents Show Us Your Tips, Daggy and Beaver with you back for the New Year's, or back for the New Year in tandem for the first time. Beaver held the fort capably last week. How'd you get through Magic Moon's Day?
Geez, seems so long ago, Daggy. But welcome to the new year, mates. And yes, you've been sunning yourself up at the Gold Coast, buying horses and photographing horses and doing all sorts of stuff.
All that stuff.
And now you got COVID. So
I've spent a week up there and a week in my bedroom. So what a turnaround
it's
been,
you,
eh? So looking forward to being able to taste things again tomorrow. That'll be fun. But it's been all right. Interesting experience.
Yeah, so Magic Millions day was all right for me. One of my value bets in 11-11 got up on the line, which I was very pleased about. And obviously Coolangatta was again outstanding in the Magic Millions itself. So a couple of good results there.
Yeah, well done. It was a pretty good day's racing, actually. So it all went pretty well. A bit tougher around the rest of Australia. You really notice when the best jockeys are out of Sydney, you notice the pool shrink. But thankfully they're back tomorrow. So we'll get to it. But good stuff. Good to be back. We'll be doing it again twice a week, each and every week for progretracing.com.au, Beaver. And we'll kick off at Randwick tomorrow, where the rail is in the 2 metre mark. In the 8 metre mark, in fact. It will be a good track by the time we get there. I don't think there's much rain around. So maybe a little bit on pace, I'm thinking, Beaver.
Yeah, I'm thinking a bit on pace as well. I think that's right. It's not the greatest card in the world. It doesn't overly excite me. Had to really scrounge through it to try and find a few winners, but hopefully there's a few there in the past.
It's nearly there. I think
that.
2 weeks away we'll have some good racing. But and in Moonee Valley,
we always whinge about some of the form. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, Moonee Valley, which we'll get to. We're out of practice, aren't we? We'll get to Moonee Valley later, but there's a lot of either you're backing the favourite or not when we get to that one too, I think. So.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, I think at Moonee Valley there's a couple of chances in each race that are in the market. It's just finding the right one. And Randwick, we hope that although we might not be overly keen on a few races, in the past when that's been the case, we tend to come up trumps. So hopefully a few winners there for the punters.
Let's get this show on the track, and get to race one, the 1100 metre benchmark 72 for the 3-year-olds. This isn't a bad little race, actually, I thought. How are you going to start the day?
Yeah, a couple of interesting resumers here in Silent Impact and Capital Rain, both trialled outstanding. Look, I'm just going for Capital Rain at the $5.50. Gets the 2 kilo claim there with Tyler Schiller on board. Won by 7 lengths in his recent trial, and I think it'll probably jump to the front or near enough to, and they'll probably go pretty quick. But hopefully Capital Rain can get the chocolates and just a little bit better value for me.
I flipped them, not with a great deal of confidence, but I like the 2 trials of Silent Impact. I only had the one run in last prep where he went out, had the run at Kembla in the Group 3 there. Didn't have the greatest run, but has tried well twice since then. Come back here. The only concern is if they both cut each other on pace. I'm hoping one of them at least they fair to each other here and don't put each other away. But they're the 2 as the market reflects, and no real, nothing really outside the box for me to start the day. I thought Subterranean was over the odds if you're looking for one there. That Queensland form's not too bad, and trials down here have been good. Interesting that Nash has stuck from his Queensland campaign, but starting with the favourite in the first. The 2-year-olds over the 1,000. This is a good little race. Do you have any firm opinion?
Yeah, this is a pretty good little race and an interesting one. No firm opinion, quite open. Zambezi River was pretty good in its only start before put out for a spell, but I've just gone for Sir Artie, the first starter from the Snowden stable. About $150,000 yearling. I thought its most recent trial at Gosford was impressive enough, winning quite well, and Snowden's just flying with the youngsters at the moment.
The whole stable's turned around, actually. You couldn't back them for a while there, but they've been good lately. Anything to add?
That's it for me.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, nice trials from Serati. I defaulted to Zambezi on top. It was in the market on debut, chasing Sajardin in the breeders. Two really quiet trials to come here. I think they think he's ready to go. And I think it'll be hard to beat. I was forgiving Northumbria. Just to the two trials either side of the run were fantastic, and then I don't think anything went right there. I think it pulled up with cuts on its legs, and happy to forgive that. And you've mentioned Serati, but I think we'll obviously know more as we head towards a Golden Slipper now. It's not far away once by the time they'll start rolling back in.
Yeah, keen to watch the market, see if any moves there.
Definitely. Race 3, anything in the highway?
Nothing in the highway for me, mate.
Race 4, the girls benchmark 78. I was happy to go with Arctic Thunder here in the same colours as the one you liked earlier, the Portelli runner. It beat what's this Kiwi horse of Waller's called? I just had a mind blank here. Beat the favourite, I thought, on all honours last time. I know it sat outside lead the favourite, and we danced. But Arctic Thunder, they're pretty much at the same weight here. Still get to claim Arctic Thunder. And I thought reeled in as a real line chaser who's going quite well. So I've kept Arctic Thunder on top. Have you flipped them, or are you looking elsewhere?
I've gone for And We Danced. I thought And We Danced looks hard to beat here. I have flipped him. Yeah, I thought its last run was pretty good behind Arctic Thunder. I just think probably meets a little bit better now with a little bit of a bit more fitness. Drawn the 5. I think it can flip and sneak home against Arctic Thunder.
Okay, fair enough. But I think they're the only two chances, really, aren't they?
Yeah, I think
if you're really looking
that's
at
right.
Yeah. Race 5 is the 800 meter benchmark 72, the midway on the program. I've got no real idea here. The only one I could really sort of look at was Jungle Book gets a relatively quick backup from getting nabbed by Travis the other week, but this is a tough race for me. Did you have any better clarity?
I didn't hear, mate, so I couldn't really find anything with any confidence here, so I was happy just to let this one go.
We'll move on to race 6 then, the benchmark 88 over the 2,000 metres. What about this one?
Yeah, look, I've gone for the favourite, Too Much to Bear. 2 runs in this preparation have been pretty good. I know it was beaten last start as a short price favourite, but it was beaten by Favela, who was going extremely well at the moment. Look, I think it can probably get control here or be on pace and be too good for a lot of these just triers here. Not many of them have won.
Yeah, I'm with you. From gate 1, I think it lobs straight under the leader's back. It was just left flat-footed when the other horse sprinted over the 15, I think 2,000 metre suits here, and should really get perfect run to just have last shot. And if you want anyone having last shot from gate 1, it's Jason Collett, who loves the little snipe there. So happy with it. If you want a danger, I struggled to find one, maybe Criminal Code if it's in this race. But almost, yeah, best of the day for me. We'll move on in Too Much to Bear. The quaddie starts with the benchmark 78 over the 1,100 metres. But I think we can narrow this one down as well. I'm happy to stick with Nikolai Beagle here. I thought it was a nice win, admittedly at Kenzo, now coming to potentially a lead as Randwick. But the 2 trials from Selena Dreaming, he just looked like it couldn't keep up. I was a bit confused by them. I could be wrong. Maybe they're just especially quiet trials, but I would have liked to see some more zip from it coming here. So I was happy to stick with Nikolai in a race that's a lot of numbers. Any thoughts on this race? Interesting runner actually is Lunicorn for the Lee stable up from Melbourne. But what have you made of it?
Yeah, look, I found this race really difficult. I kind of think the same as you with Selena Dreaming. Wasn't overly sure about that. Nikolai Beagle, I thought I did narrow it down to Nikolai Beagle or Moonshine Lady. I just went for Moonshine Lady. I thought the first up run was outstanding. And I think if it can reproduce that, it can certainly be hard to beat here.
Yeah, no arguments there at all. We'll get to race 8, the 1,400 metre Carrington Stakes, one of the features on the program. This is, what is this, a clash of the B+ players, I suppose. Interesting race here. What have you done?
Yeah, look, very, very, very difficult race here. I kind of got down to two, both at pretty decent odds.
Got a
I come
feeling you're
up
going to
with
go the same way
Steely
as
on.
me. Okay.
I come up with Steely on top. I think its first two runs this prep were pretty good, and then wasn't disgraced last start, although it finished well back. That was in the Villiers, wasn't it?
Yep.
In December. It was in the market. Just probably, I thought it was a bit disappointing in that, but it's been freshened up here, and prior to that was pretty good. Goes well with in the heavy. It's won 3 out of 4 and has a win in the soft as well. 2 starts back. Which was pretty good at Kembla in a good quality race. So I thought Steely could be hard to beat, having been freshened up. And the other danger I thought was Holyfield. I thought Holyfield was outstanding last start, and I think he can run really well again.
Fair enough. I've gone the other way. Instead of going north, I've gone south. Something I don't generally do, but looks like Elvis has been good the last few starts. Bolted in at Pakenham, and then chased home a pretty good one in Lighthouse, and comes back here. Nash goes on outside gate and is 14, 15 bucks. Have put it on top here, and then struggled after that to really want to stamp any. Lure me in. I had 3 looks at, freshened up here. His 30s, and respect what you said about Steely. You've covered off the notes I had there. Purple Sector's going okay, 4th pick, but gone quite wide here in a interesting race. Race 9 is the mile benchmark 88, where I'm going to stick with the last start winner in the order that it won. King's Air, I think the penny's finally dropped. Waller's finally got it working okay. That was a pretty soft win last start. Sat outside lead and read away. I think it's maybe even a better run here. And happy to stick from Yee, and they're the only 2 I'm going to look at in the quaddie. Have you got anything to add?
Just flipped him. I actually went for Yee. I just think
it hit the line well.
It hit the line well. I think it'll be further improved with that run under its belt. It just doesn't run a bad race, and I think it might just get the sitting shot on Kingshire here, get dragged across, hopefully not too far behind it, and hopefully by this time of the day it can probably have a little bit more favour in those running home.
Beautiful.
As long
Race
as it doesn't
10.
give Kingshire too big a start.
Yes, it's a little bit map-based was my thinking there. Still going to give it a start. But race 10 at 1400-metre benchmark 78. Help me here, please.
Oh, certainly need some help here. I've gone for Cafe Royale.
Yeah, okay. Trent's horse.
Trent's horse. Our man Trent, who's doing well at the moment. Chatting to him the other day.
Oh, good. Happy New Year, buddy. Hope he's doing well.
Happy New Year to Trent. Yeah, he is doing well. He's been down in Sydney and dodging COVID and doing all that side of stuff, misbehaving. But yes, I've gone for Cafe Royale here. First up was good. I think it'll sit on pace. It'll have to come across from the 11 and might be hardest to run past.
Very good. I said there's too many of my sad time favourites here that don't tend to do much for me. So the likes of Paper Warrior and Badouche, I'm just going to stay away from this race. I hope I'm in front. Might even try and get a nap in by this time in the afternoon. Sydney Quaddie, am I still doing them this year?
Yeah, rip in, son.
All right. First leg, we'll go with 7 Selena Dreaming, 8 Nikolai Beagle, 9 Moonshine Lady. Then 1 Special Word, 2 Purple Sector, 3 Lure Me In, 4 Prime Candidate, 6 Looks Like Elvis, 7 Steely, and 13 Through the Cracks. Just Yee and King's Air in the second last. And we'll come home with 1 Bring the Ransom, 2 Omudgy, 4 Paper Warrior, 6 Cafe Royale, 7 Badouche, and 10 Waihaha Falls. Your best and value for progretracing.com.au, Beaver.
Yeah, my value bet comes up in race 8, number 7, Steely. I think that can be a double figure odds, be hard to beat. And my best bet of the day comes up in race 9, number 5, Yee.
Very good. My best is What's the bear horse? Just wrote bear here. What's his name?
Too much to bear.
Too much to bear. That's right. And the value, I'm going to make it look like Elvis in the Carrington for Nash. We'll mention progroupracing.com.au once more. Check them out for their free tips and extensive guides, as always, as we plough towards the autumn carnival. It's all happening quite soon. With as long as COVID stays off, the good horses are back quite soon. Footy's on the way. The cricket's off, so hopefully the footy's on the way. As we head to Moonee Valley, where it's a good track, Rail True, which I've treated for now as fair until it's not. If it is quite dry, we might get rails in run there, but let's keep an eye on that. Kick off with the 3-year-olds, benchmark 70, where I'm going to kick off with race 1, number 1, Unflinching. 2 very nice wins. I think it can repeat what it did at the Valley last start, bounce straight to the front and be very hard to catch. What are your thoughts?
I'm with you there, mate. Nothing else to add. That's the way I see this one playing out as well.
Beautiful. Race 2 for the 2-year-olds. What about this one?
Yeah, look, hard to get a line on a few of these. I was just going for the first starter from the Cummings stable, Jamie Carter aboard Samutra. Look, I think it was recent barrier trial winner at Warwick Farm. Fairly wasn't extended and was fairly impressive. I think it can prove hard to beat here with some natural improvement.
Mum was pretty good, actually, looking at this. Earthquake.
What's that?
Out of Earthquake. She wasn't a bad horse.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Very good. I like the road debut of Eros. Sat outside lead to, I think, what's a reasonable horse in Divine. Was it Extravagant Star? Not Divine Prophet. Extravagant Star. Gave the rest a field of a tailing. Might be able to find the rail itself here and be hard to beat. Obviously, the Sydney trialers you've always got to respect. And I'm a little bit forgiving of a horse that started in the market at Flemington last start, Hoops, in its 20s. So I might have a small saver on it, but not a big race for me. Race 3, a 2,500 metre benchmark 100, where I'm saying my old mate Good Idea finally gets a chance to win a race. He's been honest for a long time. He has been a couple of years out of the winner's circle, but he's chased some good horses over that time. This isn't a strong race at all. Hopefully Damien Lane can put him right in the right spot and give you a good side around the, what is it, $3.80 mark here. What are you thinking, Beaver?
Yeah, look, it's definitely a good chance, but I've gone for the favourite, Daquin Sweet Jr. Just going so good at the moment, and this is not an overly strong field outside of Good Idea. I don't think there's too much that can trouble Daquin Sweet Jr. here. It gets a bit of a drop in weight on its last start and got the service of Jamie Carr aboard. It's just a lot to like about it. It's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Jamie Carr had, I think, every favourite in the market yesterday. How many she ended up riding? 2, I think. So
yeah,
it's still a little bit jury out. She had a day out not long ago, but still want to see the best of Jamie Carr before I'm ploughing in every race. But I'm sure that's on the horizon. Race 4, 2,500 metre benchmark 70. I'm with saving here. Valley Specialists bounces straight on pace over these sort of races. And generally, if it's not winning, it's very hard to get past. Happy to stick here. It's around $4, and I don't think there's a lot of chasers, to be honest. A lot of these like to just go round and round following horses like saving. So happy to be with it. What are you thinking, Beaver?
Yeah, I think the same as you. Look, I went looking for something to try and beat saving, and I just couldn't find it. About 3 starts back, ran a really good race behind Tiger, who's going great guns. 2 starts back, bit disappointing with saving, but bounced back last start. Gets the 2 kilo off here with Stockdale. Yeah, I just couldn't find anything else to beat it, so I did stick with saving in the end.
Cool. Race 5 is 1,000 benchmark 78. A couple of good horses clashing here. I'm sticking with Winsome. I thought it was a nice return at Pakenham, kept fresh for this. And its main competition market, while it's honest, doesn't tend to stick its nose out all that much. So happy to be with Winsome here. Your thoughts, Beaver? And one I'll always have something on around the 20s is Mr. Yushu. Just that last minute sniper if they do go crazy up front. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I've gone for Yulong Command. I just think it probably gets control in up front here, and for that reason at the Valley has good form there, and I think it can probably hold on. Obviously, again, I think there's only 2 chances here, so it's finding the right one. Yulon Command for me.
Ready? The quaddie kicks off in race 6, 1200 meter benchmark 70. I like the run of Sharp Response. Nice return behind Clemenceau, who's a nice horse. Actually, probably a better horse than I gave it credit for, to be honest. Beat Home Squid Game is a horse we've had plenty of opinion of in its last few runs. So happy to stick with it. As I said, I found a few favourites today. What are you thinking, Beaver?
I've gone for Maramenko. Last preparation, 2 wins and a second, and that was behind the Garden. So I think that's good form for a race like this. And I think it probably, if it wants to lead, can lead here, and again, prove hard to beat.
Race 7, 1500 meter benchmark 84. What are you doing here? One of your favourites is in Iron Drive. What are you doing?
Yeah, look, didn't really like this race a great deal here. I really just couldn't find anything here, so I sort of sat this one out.
No, fair enough. I spec fundraiser on the show I did, I think, was it New Year's Day it was in, where it started a decent price and didn't have a lot of luck. Not that keen. It's one of those ones that I'm not that keen now. It's favourite, but goes on top by default. But I'm similar to you in that I don't have any real confidence. Race 8, 1200 meter benchmark 84. One you've been with all the way through is In the Boat. And it was very impressive last start. I am now on board. I'm now in the boat with you. It beat a good one in Marine 1, and I think can repeat the dose here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I think In the Boat has a pretty good motor, and I think it's going to be all ready and wound up and still got a full tank of petrol here. So I think it'll probably jump to front and probably be too good for these. Hard to run down.
Beautiful. The two for quaddie wise for me at least will be the 2 at the top there. 1 and 2, Current and Ocean Beyond are both better horses than a lot of the other ones in this race. But yeah, up and comer In the Boat. And we finish with the benchmark 70, 1200 meters again. Demolition job from Paprika Gold. Paprika Gold first up here. Are you going that way? You're looking elsewhere?
No, I've gone for Gabira from the Wallace stable. Again, was pretty handy resuming. Thought it wasn't a bad run, finishing only 3 lengths behind In the Boat and Marine 1, who I both have big raps on. So that was first up. I think it strips a bit fitter here, and I think this is a much easier race than meeting those 2 horses. And prior to that, last preparation was going pretty good at Sandown Lakeside. Ran some nice races, and had some good form. So look, for me, I think Kabira is not a bad bet in the last race.
I like what you found there. I don't have an opinion really here in the last, but I like that form line that you've pointed out, and you did do some decent stuff last prep. Your quaddie in Melbourne.
My quaddie in Melbourne is, in the first leg, I've gone number 1, Deep Dive, number 9, Maramenko, and number 11, Sharp Response. In the second leg, which was I found a hard race, I've gone number 2, Neighbourhood, number 4, Fundraiser, number 6, High and Dry, number 9, Garambiero, and number 12, Unanimous. In the third leg, I've gone number 1, Curran, and number 11, In the Boat. And to finish off, I've gone numbers 2, Maramia, number 6, Gabira, number 10, Estral Park, and number 11, Paprika Gold.
Very good. I'm going to make In the Boat my best for progretracing.com.au. And on a day I struggled to find a heap of value, I might make Curran each way the Quinella value there. And maybe Hoops a 2-year-old in the first, about 20s. Don't really have a great value bet outside of them. Your best in value, though.
Mate, I was going to make in the boat my best, but given you have, I'm going to go to the first. I'm going to make number 1 Unflinching, my best of the day. And my value bet of the day comes up in the last, race 9, number 6, Gabira.
Very well found. I like it, Beaver. Have you got anything up north for us?
I've got 3 up north that I found, so I'll just grab those for you. They came up in race 4, number 2, C. Marie. My next one came up in race 6, number 7, Amity Gal. I think it'll be hard to beat. And my next one came up in race 8, number 10, Global Citizen, around the $5 mark.
Very good. That Amity Girl was some sort of debut, actually.
Yes.
Looked like a serious debut there, Amity Girl. Very good, Beaver. It's been a pleasure. Good to see you. Well done.
Even better to see you, mate.
No, thanks. Hopefully, I'm still kicking come next week. We might
Yes.
we catch up again. But good punting this week, and we'll get back into work and be churning these out twice a week as always at progretracing.com.au. Don't forget to subscribe, and also subscribe to their mailings via their website to get all the news direct to your inbox as it comes out. But good punting this weekend, guys, and I will talk to everyone, as will Beaver, very shortly.